This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/butterscotch.
Edward Crispin here at CES 2011, here in the Scosche booth with Doug. Now, Scosche has, for a long time, made some pretty kind of innovative, different kind of takes on cables. So high-end cables, cables that will fit in your backpack, cables that you can fit in your pocket without actually having to carry, like, you know, a big rat's nest of cables.
Exactly.
So tell us what's new for the show then.
What we're introducing now is our clip sync charge and sync cable. So it's a charge and sync cable, like I said, that clips onto like a carabiner. So you can clip it onto your keychain, to your bag, and always have it with you is the idea.
Very cool. So we can charge our iPod, like any kind of iPod with a 30-pin connector.
Exactly. Charge and sync your iPod, iPhone, as well as we have a micro and mini USB version to charge your Droid devices, other smartphones, anything that takes the micro or the mini USB.
Very cool. Now we actually did look at the original version of the Flip Sync on another show we do called Gadget TV. We'll put a link to that in the show notes on butterscotch.com. And I see that you guys have gone with a full-size USB connector, which is cool to see.
Right. Yeah. It just eliminates any confusion that there may have had, and actually works a little bit better with the Mac computers as well. So.
Right. Yeah. Because I found I would sometimes insert it upside down. I guess you got a lot of that kind of feedback.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So now what else are we looking at here? We have a 30-pin connector here.
Right. Exactly.
Not exactly news.
This is our Syncable Pro. It actually is news because what you can see here is it also comes apart and you have your micro USB cable. So you have both cables in one, which is great for if you have a Android phone, but you also have an iPod for your music. You have one cable for both devices.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And now we have here these rotatable HDMI cables. And this, I think this just kind of goes to show Scosche is always kind of thinking, always solving the problems that you find. Like, you know, HDMI cable, you have a small space, you need it to bend 90 degrees.
Exactly. Just makes your installation that much easier. And we're also doing the micro HDMI to full size for a lot of the smartphones and tablets that are being introduced with that feature.
That's cool, yeah. Because I am seeing a lot more phones coming out with that feature where you can actually link up directly to your HD TV and watch the video that you have on your phone.
Absolutely.
Now, finally, we have this guy here, which will allow us. We've been in a hotel for a few days now, getting a little tired. So this will actually allow us to watch the videos that we have on our iPhone or our iPod Touch.
Absolutely.
Straight on our big screen. Tell us about this.
And that's a great point that you made to bring it to your hotel, because you never know what kind of TV is going to be in the hotel. So you have your composite and your component all in one cable that's switchable. So if you do end up with an HD TV, switch it to the composite. If you don't, you have the other component set or the composite set up, and you're good to go. So
very cool. So if we're in a budget hotel or motel, we can connect via RCA. If we're in a nicer hotel, we can actually connect via composite and get the full HD picture.
Right, and that cable came straight from the Macworld show last year, 2010, just customer feedback. We used to offer both cables, and we still do separately, but they all said that they wanted one cable. So we listened to them and we made this, and it's been doing really well for us.
Very nice. So where are we going for information on all the stuff we've looked at today?
SCOSCHE.com, that's Scosche.com.
And for links, prices, everything we discussed here, hit the show notes on butterscotch.com. Doug, thanks, man.
All right, right on. Thank you.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/butterscotch.